Hey everyone, I am back with my friend Jason Derulo to talk about how he is living right now. So I want to talk about your Vegas residency, the best show ever. Yes. It's at the Voltaire at the Venetian Hotel.
Yep.
Tell us about it.
Really exciting. I mean, I think it's every artist's dream to have a Vegas residency, something that they can call their own, and the legendary Las Vegas, So got the call and I was like, well, let me see the thing first. Like, let me see this venue. I walk into this place and I just couldn't believe the beauty of the venue. It was just like unlike anything I've ever seen. From the walls to the ceiling, it all felt so beautiful. And I instantly knew exactly what I wanted to do in the room. The room just has like this 360 perspective because everywhere you look, it's a spectacle. So I was like, I want to make my show exactly like that. I want to be on the floor with the audience. I want the dancers to be on the floor with the audience as well. So it's a very unique 360 experience that I don't think we've ever seen before. So I'm really excited about it. I really feel like it's become one of my greatest accomplishments in such a short period of time. So we're really excited about it.
I can't wait to come see the show.
Yeah, y'all got to come through.
Yeah, Kylie was inviting me, so I saw like videos and pictures of the venue, but it just looks just like so beautiful, like so intimate, like the vibe, where you can like really feel like you're just like in the show.
100%. It's just so different than anything you've ever seen before.
Exciting. And what dates are you there till?
So I'm there all summer long, so through August, and I think I'll be extending it after that as well. But for now, through August.
And what nights do you do it?
It's Friday and Saturday, right? Fridays and Saturdays. Every 2 weeks, it's like Fridays and Saturdays.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Amazing. Do you stay in Vegas at all after the show, or you go back?
So I came right back. It depends on like if I'm bringing my son or if he's gonna stay over here. Because if he's gonna be in LA, then I'll just like take off right after the show, just so I can be with him. That's the beauty about Las Vegas as well. It's just that it's a hop and a skip, so I could literally finish the show and then sleep in my own bed.
Yeah, it's so great. It's so close. You have nearly 200 million followers across all platforms. What are the things that you enjoy most about social media?
Coming from Miss Social Media myself. For the longest time, I've struggled with social media. Social media was really tough for me, and it was like the one missing thing that I just couldn't figure out. I had all of these hit records. I had, hundreds of millions of records sold, but like the dots weren't being connected for some reason. And it wasn't until the pandemic where I was like, I'm going to figure this shit out. I'm going to take some time and really like figure this thing out. So I made a routine for myself again. And I said that I was going to post 6 times a day. Now, 6 times a day is crazy. And to think about like creating 6 pieces of content in a day, what the hell do you post? So I started posting any and everything. Me cooking, me doing special effects, me doing absolutely nothing, me dancing, all kinds of shit. And I think through that experimentation is when I figured out what made people tick. And I feel like it was in that moment I was just like, oh shit, I get it. Like there are no rules, like I could literally post anything as long as it's connected to me and my interests. And at this time, TikTok was just getting started and it was a dance app. Yeah. But I was posting any and every fucking thing. Like I didn't care. And I slowly started to see the app take a shift from a dance app to starting to do all kinds of other things as well, which I think is such a beautiful thing because, there are people that are fascinating in their field. And I think this is the first time ever people are taking an interest into people's everyday lives, no matter who they are. You know, you don't have to be a celebrity to be interested or to be interesting. So, you know, people like the bee lady. I follow this bee lady, and she goes out and saves the bees, right? I even had her come to my house, and I was kind of starstruck. I was like, I got the bee lady. I got the bee lady at my house. You know what I'm saying? And she's amazing. She's like, the bees, they love us all, and like she just like be with the bees. And she like helped me kind of get rid of the fear of bees. I think we all have like a secret little fear of bees, you know, but they're really just very harmless. They don't want to sting you, because when they sting you, they die. They don't really want to sting you. And I just feel like the fact that social media highlights the everyday working person now, it's just changed social media for me. And I really, really enjoy diving deep into the unknown.
Yeah, I think it's really incredible that anyone with a phone and Wi-Fi could literally build a brand or a business or become like overnight sensation. It's crazy.
It really is.
I love it.
I think everybody should social media, like no matter what you do, because it can amplify anything that you're doing. I mean, there's workers from Walmart and Subway, like all kinds of just famous people that are just doing what they do within their job. And I think it's an amazing thing.
Yeah, I've discovered so many people, and it's amazing like what you can find on there and the type of people, and it's just fun to see.
And what you can learn. I remember I was in Australia, and I was trying to get dressed. I had just come out of the shower, and then I saw some people on the glass. I was like, oh shit. I'm sorry. And then there were like some glass cleaners. I'm on like the 50th something floor or something, right? And there were glass cleaners. And I was just so curious about their life, about their life, right? I mean, they're tens of thousands of feet up in the air, and they're cleaning these windows. So I opened the window, and I was like, hey. I don't think anybody's ever done that before. I was like, hey, what's up, y'all? What's your names? And I just started talking to them, and I was just so interested in like how many hours it took them. But it was this massive building. It's called the Crown in Australia. And they cleaned the whole building themselves. It was just those two guys. But I just thought that they were just these fascinating guys. And I finally, got a chance to learn about what that lifestyle is like. And I just thought that was the coolest moment. And I ended up posting it for my followers to see, because I thought it was just so interesting. And that ended up going viral, because I think people want to know about these lifestyles, because they're just so far removed from what our norm is. So whatever we can learn about from somebody else's life, I think is interesting.
What was some of your favorite types of TikToks to do? Like comedy, sketches, or dance, or special effects?
I really like to switch it up, because I get bored really fast. So I really like doing the dessert videos, because I get to taste interesting shit. I've had some of the best desserts that I've ever had in my entire life doing that. Yeah. And I had some of the worst as well. But I think those are fun. I like doing the special effects ones, because I like the finishing product. But a lot of times it's recording it is kind of dumb, because like you're like with a green screen doing some shit that you think is gonna look good later, but you don't know if it's gonna look good later. Like I remember like fighting with a bee, and I'm not fighting with anything, but it's fucking ridiculous. My neighbors probably think I'm out of my mind. But yeah, I like switching it up.
Yeah, I remember during the pandemic, I was watching so many of your TikToks. I'm like, whoa, does he have like a whole movie production studio there? Like these are like crazy. It looks like a real film. Yeah,
it's crazy how it happened though, because I had just got all this damn equipment at the house, and the pandemic happened, and I was just like, I got so much shit here. We can do anything. And I I was doing shows. Like I was performing on Good Morning America from my backyard. You know
You
what
had
I'm
a whole
saying?
production studio.
I had a whole thing going on. And then I tore my whole house down.
Why did that happen?
Cause I'm a Virgo, and I always just want things to be better. So I tore my house down, the majority of it, just because I had a vision of my house, and I want it to be perfect. I think the land that I have is the perfect land, and I just want the finished product of my house to be that as well. I'm actually really into interior and exterior design.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite thing to do. But I just wouldn't recommend tearing the place that you live down. Yeah. Because, it's just a hassle. Like, I'm like staying in the guest house. I'm like renting houses. Like I'll never do it again.
Yeah.
But like once this project is finished, I think I'll be really happy.
Yeah, it always takes much longer than they say.
Man, if I had $1 for every time they told me 2 weeks, I don't know why 2 weeks is the number every contractor say for every fucking thing. When are the floors gonna be done? 2 weeks. When are the walls gonna be done? 2 weeks.
Months later,
Literally.
still not. So you released your album New King earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
How is the tour going?
Honestly, unbelievable. It had been so long since I released a full-length project, and a lot of people have asked me, like, what took me so long to release a new project? And, these songs are like my babies, and to put my songs into someone's hands, a record label, there has to be some kind of rapport built. There has to be some kind of trust. And I was coming out of a really, really tough situation. And I didn't want to release a full-length project with that team over there. Mm-hmm. So it took me a long time to get out of that deal and to like figure out what my next steps were. But in the process, I was still releasing songs, which was great. But to release a full-length project, I needed to be secure in where I was. And finally being able to release new music has been one of the greatest experiences because, sometimes you forget to smell the roses. You stop and smell the roses. But in this album cycle, I have been doing just that. Going out and touring the world and seeing all the fans' faces and, performing new music as well as old music. I've treated everything like a celebration, and I think I've been happier than I've ever been.
Good, you look like it.
Thank you.
I'm really happy for you.
Thank you, Paris.
Killing it. Do you have any pre-show rituals or superstitions?
Oh yeah. So one is basically something that I started, I would say like 10 years ago. It's like after we've done our prayer, which is, the first and foremost, after we've done our prayer, we do this dance ritual and we add a piece of the dance every couple of months. So it started off as a dance that was 15 seconds, but now it takes a full-on 5 minutes to finish this little warm-up dance. But it's so perfect because it's like a slight little warm-up before we go out on stage. But basically we add one dance move for every quarter, I would say every 5 months or something like that. We add one more dance move at the end. And it's a lot of fun. Like when a new dancer is implemented, they got to learn this long ass damn dance. So they got to learn the show, but then they got to learn this long ass warm up dance that takes 5 minutes to do. But it's a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
I need to figure out a name for it.
The Sliv.
The Sliv.
Oh my God. The pre-show Sliv. Do you ever get nervous before you go out on stage?
I actually never get nervous before I go out on stage because I know exactly what's going to happen. And I haven't been nervous until my first show in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I was nervous as shit. And I think it's because usually I'm so well rehearsed that I know exactly what's going to happen. And when you know exactly what's going to happen, there's nothing to be nervous about because I've spent so many hours rehearsing, these 8-hour rehearsals. I've done it 1,000,001 times, you know?
Yeah.
But in Las Vegas, it's a totally different style show. It's this 360 show. Now the audience is implemented within the show. And all of a sudden, it was just like, damn, what are these feelings? Like, this is real nerves.
Yeah.
Like, these are real, like, this is a real thing. So on the first night, I was definitely nervous. The second night, I was in my element.
Nice.
I felt way better about it. I felt like, you know, I got one out of the hatchet, and then it all came together and all came alive. And then now I know exactly what'll happen on the floor.
Yeah, I always get nervous
Really?
before everything I do.
Damn.
Singing, talking, it all.
Which one do you get more nervous at, singing or talking?
Singing.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, I get more nervous than talking.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
You don't seem like it.
Thank you. That's because you gave me this nice little tequila.
Loves it. You have amazing fans. Can you share a special fan interaction that you've had recently?
A good friend of mine, Zach, he goes by MD Motivator.
I love him.
Yeah, so
I love him so much.
Yeah, he's amazing. He came to the Vegas show, and he was staying in the hotel with us, obviously, and he ran across one of my fans in the hallway, and he gave her $1,000, and he was like, "Do you want to come to Jason's show with me?" And of course, I'm watching this after the fact.
Yeah.
But he tells me about his interaction with this woman and how she was struggling, and her daughter was struggling with tuition, and he, like, how that $1,000 was such a big help in that moment. And he brought her back, and I met her afterwards, and I gave a donation as well. And I just thought that moment was just so beautiful and unscripted and just real.
Mm-hmm.
And he does it every single time. He's able to just capture these unbelievable moments with these special people that otherwise we would have never known.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it every single time. I've done at least like 10 videos with Zach, and I've loved every single one of them. So that's like a recent one that was pretty special.
Oh, yeah, he's incredible. Like, just, I've done a video with him as well, and we're about to do more stuff together. But just seeing just how much impact you can have on someone's life and just making them feel so happy, and
for sure,
it's just so heartwarming and so amazing. I wish there were more people in the world like him. Yeah,
same. Really, really special, and I can't believe he's built such a big brand by having such a big heart, and it proves that being a good person is also a superhero. Having a what do you call that shit?
Superpower.
Yep. Having a big heart is also a superpower, you know. And he has one of the biggest hearts I've ever seen.
I agree. Yeah, a saying that I've been saying now is that being kind is iconic, because I want to make like being kind like something where people aspire to be.
100%. I love that.
And I feel like what we have also is like a superpower where we can just make someone so happy. And I feel like that's such a gift to be able to do to people.
Totally agreed. I mean, when I'm doing these shows, even all the people that are on stage with me, because everybody that I'm on stage with has given their life as well, and in some way or another, to the craft.
Yeah.
Right. So these are some of the best dancers, some of the best musicians on planet Earth, and they have given their life to that craft to make people happy. You know, so getting to share the stage with those kinds of people and being able to just give, I think is a really special thing.
I love it. So let's talk about fatherhood. You have your son, Jason, who is so adorable.
Thank you.
What is the best part about being a dad?
The best part about being a dad, I would say two things. I feel like I relearned how to love. The way that I am able to give off love is very different now because it kind of shifted love for me. The way that my relationship with my parents has changed, the way that my relationship with my siblings has changed. It's definitely because of him. And having a kid also, you know, it kind of reintroduces you to your childhood. Yeah. You know, so I love going back to all the old things that I used to do as a child and getting to relive those things. Like, he loves playing hide and go seek. He loves playing tag. He loves those simple things. And we can get him all the gifts in the world, but like, he would literally be cool having a cardboard box in the corner.
Yes.
and I think, you know, that sort of innocence has reminded me about what's important in life.
Yeah, I feel the exact same way. It's really deepened my relationships with my friends, my family, and just seeing the like through his eyes, like bringing him to Disneyland and just like seeing the look and the excitement, and it's really like reliving your childhood all over again.
Yeah, and you want to be excited again too. So you like, yeah, this is amazing.
It's so much fun. Yeah, we just got back from Maui 2 days ago, and just being with him in the water and going down the slides and just doing all the things that I did when I was little. It's just, I don't know. There's nothing like it.
For sure. Was it their first time in Maui?
It was his second time, but London, her first time.
Oh, amazing.
Such a great place for kids to go.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I love the Grand Wailea because they have all of the slides there. It's like so much fun for the kids. What is it called? The Grand Wailea. It's like a Waldorf Astoria property.
Yeah, we
Maui.
Gotta check that out too. So anytime I'm going anywhere, I'm like, Paris, where do I need to stay? That's where I've been messing up in life. I haven't been calling you and asking you where I need to stay. Because there's a lot of times where you go to an amazing place, but it's always dictated by where you stay. You know, and I know you know all the good places to be.
It matters where you stay.
Oh, for sure. That's the biggest part of your vacation. You can't vacation in a place that's not that you don't enjoy the stay. You know, I think service is really important on a vacation.
So important. Well, let me know.
For sure, I will.
I know everything, especially about Hilton and Waldorf Astoria. My favorites.
I know you do. And you guys have places everywhere, right?
Yeah, everywhere.
Man.
So yeah, let me know. My son Phoenix loves to dance. Does Jason love to dance?
Oh, loves to dance. My friend Danny has a son, and his son started to dance, and my son saw him, and he was like, "What is this thing that he's doing?" And ever since that day, like, he just fell in love with dancing. Like, anytime a song comes on, he goes crazy about it.
Does he love your music?
Loves it.
Gets so proud.
Yeah, man. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but he's all about daddy songs right now.
Have you brought him to shows?
Oh yeah.
With the headphones on?
For sure. He loves coming out to the shows, and he loves coming to our rehearsals. And during rehearsals, he's like totally into it, totally enamored. And we actually just posted something the other day. I have the Les twins on the road with me, and they were taking him through like a little dance class, and he was killing it. Killing it.
How do you juggle fatherhood and being on the road and all that?
You know, I'm still learning. I'm still learning it. I want to make sure I'm there. You know, I know I have a very demanding job as a musician, but also have a very demanding job as a father. So I'm going to make sure that I'm giving him the time that he needs. Yeah. Always.
That's awesome. Would you want him to follow in your steps and get into music?
The music industry is a tough place. So if he really wanted it, and if he really wanted to make those kinds of sacrifices in his life, then by all means. But it's a very, very tough place to be. I mean, if you think about artists that have been able to stand the test of time and like really do it at a high level for a long time, it's a very, very short list, you know? So, you know, if he wants to do it, then by all means. But I would implore to him how much it takes, you know, and how hard it is. Because I mean, there's a lot of there's a lot of things that you can do in life that take a lot less.
Yeah.
You know, and you can still be happy doing it.
Yeah. I hope that my kids don't want to be in the entertainment industry either.
Yeah.
Just because I've seen it all, and it's, you know, it could be a scary place sometimes as well, especially for like a little girl.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But I mean, they see it so much. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know whether it will scare them or excite them about it. I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Well, thank you everyone for listening, and stay tuned for one more episode about the future coming out soon. Bye everyone.